Holy fuck. The process of getting here was harder than the process of actually playing the game. Oh boy, hello everybody. Hopefully you can hear me right now. Hello, hello all. Hello. Okay. Let me tell you guys, I'm fucking happy to be here. Let's just jump right into it. No hesitation. Let's go. We got a long list of shit to do. Oh my, how you guys doing? I am doing fantastically. A little bit fringed a little bit. Not gonna lie. Trying my damnedest to be able to stream today. To get all the random crap and bull crap out of the way. I think someone just got home right now. Hopefully they don't got anything for me to do. Oh my. Funny girls. Funny girls. You know what's funny? You can't really tell, but canonically, Ringo here is actually a little bit shorter than Seiran here. It's hard to tell, but she kind of is. A little bit shorter than Seiran. I never knew that. Not gonna lie. I had always had the impression that Ringo was a little bit taller than Seiran. But, you know, I guess personalities do make a pretty big impression. Depending on someone's height. I really don't get the whole height thing myself. I think it's a worthless idea. But oh shit, those are costly premium currency. Okay. I do wonder the height of some characters sometimes. It has been stated a lot in a lot of very, very official material. Mostly, like, the manga and such. That Marissa is one of the shortest characters. Is she shorter than Suika here? I don't know. I really don't. I have no fucking idea. But what I do know is God, I am feeling like a dirt fucking hole. What I do know is there is a lot of instances of character height being cleared up solely because of the manga. I already read all that. The manga is a really good source of information for these. Nice to see Sakuya smile, you know, it's a rare thing. Bunch of pork and beef. Well, really? That's weird. You know how it is. Sometimes it'll lag behind. I feel like a fucking brick shithouse. I just had breakfast myself. Oh, I was hoping I could actually do a stream today, and I did, luckily enough. Juno, you look energetic today. How was the Itoshika-cho? What's Itoshika-cho? The cold plate full of ice cold meat you had last time? Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh. I feel like the floor of a taxi cab. That's what I feel like. Oh. I had a lot of bullshit to do this morning. Luckily enough, I did convince my my grandfather and everybody to do it today instead of tomorrow. Mostly because I wanted to be able to stream today, because I would have been up till like fucking 12 o'clock doing that shit. Oh. Never seen an expensive strip club before, but alright. I named it because... I named it that because the dish is composed of pork, venison, and moonlight grass, shaped into butterflies. I see. A pretty smart name, right? I just need it to be called. Talking to you is pointless. Level 4 with Cheerno. Okay, so we have level 3, level 4, and level 4. Almost max. Okay. If that's the case, then we're doing pretty good for ourselves, Draco, eh? I'm sure you've already seen it, but I've got some bad news. I'm sure you've seen the recent developments with, well, you know, YouTube and their new policies for content. The whole, you know, age restriction things. Oh boy. You haven't seen that yet? Well, basically, the government recently passed an act which gives companies they gives them a whole lot more access to age restrict content, and even age restrict content for adults. Why they did this? Well, because the government and the people in the government are horribly corrupt and need to be hung by a noose. But we'll get to that later. Right now, and it's unfortunately, this is going to affect me quite bad. I read a small article on it to know what exactly it's about, but I'm sure people have already made a bunch of videos of it. Basically, YouTube is putting an AI in the system to search for children or people under the age of 18. I don't know. I have no idea. But basically, how they're trying to do this is they're putting an AI in the system to search for children and people who are under the age of 18 who may be using an account which is signed in as an adult. Now, obviously, that's a really bad idea, because what will happen is that bot will censor content for them if it finds that they are a child. How does it find that they are a child? The AI decides it based on their watch history. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious how bad this is. I don't think I need to say it, but if your content is age restricting, your content on YouTube is the best way to make sure no one ever sees your content, right? Because most people are signed into YouTube through an adult's account. And most people are watching it through that, right? Most people are going to be watching it through an adult's account, and now they're actively age restricting content. Is Chinese food still popular? It is, yes. They're actively age restricting content through accounts that are not even underaged. So obviously this is going to be a big problem for me. I don't need to say that. It's going to be a really big problem for me. Before getting your start on YouTube was difficult, yes, but you could always find a place. Nowadays, that's not an option anymore. You can't really do that. You have to make ultra-censored, ultra-sanitized content. And hell, you don't even need to make it. You could just have an AI make it. I just wanted to say, in the heat of all of this, for anyone watching this, and as an announcement for later, despite YouTube punishing you for having integrity, I will not be changing my content. I may never be able to get a career on this, but I love doing this nonetheless, and I will continue doing it the way I like doing it, and having a good time along with it. Nothing will change my mind on this. Plus, things are bound to get better eventually. I mean, things can't always be bad. That's just how it is. Now then, shall we continue with the game? Yeah. I know, this really doesn't affect you guys, but this is going up on YouTube after, well, probably tomorrow around the same time we start streaming. I just wanted to say that for the YouTube audience who will probably be seeing this later. Alrighty then. Okay, there's our main dishes right there. It does. It really does. It really does. But not much I can really do about it, unfortunately. Fish and chips, we'll put that on there as the snack dish. We've got a bit of a problem. A lot of our... You're probably seeing this. A lot of the stuff that we use for uncommon ingredients... Oh, hello, Nemesis. How you doing? Wait, that's not Nemesis. Oh, sorry. Yeah. They probably will, yes. We were just talking about, yes. Sorry. I got caught up, and I choked on my own words. We were just talking about the future of YouTube and how it is currently a very dark place. Really? What the hell happened? By the length of your name, I thought you were another viewer for a second. I usually judge a person's name by the length of the text. What the hell happened to fucking Twitch? Ah, whatever, it's Twitch. That's just how it is. Pork stir fry. Currently, we're just setting out the menu here. I will put dragon carp on there. So we have our main dishes, our larger soups, our fancy dishes. Fuck, no, we don't have a... I'm gonna put these on there, our snack food. So, what you been up to then? We've just kind of been chilling for a little bit. Playing this fucking incredible game. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I did get a burner phone. I did get a burner phone specifically so I could, is this grapefruit juice? Yes, it is. I did get a burner phone specifically so I could open up my Twitch account. We are having a real problem here, gentlemen. Real fucking problem. You can probably tell what the problem is by the dishes that I have selected. We're running out of basic ingredients and only have high quality ingredients. Alright, let's get this back on then. It is nice to hear. Getting verified is difficult. Has many problems, but YouTube is basically... Yeah. We were just talking about that. Yep. Enough of that. Let me tell you guys a story, shall I? Let me tell you guys what's been up. First of all, we're gonna finish up the Scarlet Devil Mansion here. We're gonna finish up the Scarlet Devil Mansion. And we're gonna start moving into the Bamboo Forest of the Lost. Do you like the dress? Do you like the dress? Tell me what you think of the dress. I literally did like a 7-hour stream specifically to get this fucking dress. Because it looks like me, makes me look like a mafia boss. I fucking love this dress so much, man. It's so good. I love this fucking dress, man. Yeah, it makes me look like a real underworld queen. Mei Ling! Perfect, okay. Mei Ling has particular tastes, which is the problem. It really does. Especially as like the owner of an establishment, the way she kind of holds herself a little bit. That's so nice. The thing is, Mystia usually doesn't look like she's competent because she's one of the weakest yokai I meet. Chinese, trending popular. She likes one other thing. Filling. Okay. So you see what we're going to do? We're going to add a pumpkin to this, and we're not going to question it. Open secret Yakuza. It is the perfect outfit, Drago. It really is. I love this shit. Yes, the secret Yakuza. Stimulating. Coffee. Oh, fuck. No, we have some coffee. What is our rating with Mei Ling? Oh, fuck yeah! Okay, we can do her next quest thing. Okay. Get one of these and give her a pumpkin. I'm literally serving her. Oh shit, the Marissa's here. The Marissa is here. Okay, I don't know if you've been here. See that blonde girl that just walked in? She is loaded. Her budget is 3,000 to 5,000. Keep in mind, the other person who's in here, her budget is 200 to 400. Marissa here is loaded, so we reserve all the good stuff for her. We reserve all the fine wines for Marissa. Low alcohol. Okay, what is our most expensive low alcohol type? We got out one for 100. Yep. Let's keep it going then, eh? I do love this. What do you think, Revive? I love this game. At first, it was about making money and paying off debts. Now it's about getting people to pay off the debts that, you know, they owe you. There's 100, 140. Okay, what do you want, Marissa? You want a chillable drink? Well, I got one for you. Oh shit, that Oni girl is here. Okay. I've been robbing people casually. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's yeah. Well, yes, but yes. Don't worry about it. It's yeah. Oh shit, there are so many guests here. Holy hell. Okay. We're gonna go good with alcohol with her. She likes really big dishes, so I'm gonna give her one of these that's good with alcohol. No, we can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna give her this fish pie. with one of these. Marissa special coming right up. A chillable drink. Fuck. You can't be good with alcohol, apparently. Okay, and then Marissa just took Aya's order. And she loved it. Because Marissa will eat anything Japanese related. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds like Marissa, yeah. Okay, what is this demon girl like? She's a DLC guest. I don't know. Revive, Draco. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I feel like I'm literally insane right now. Okay, she basically wants what Aya orders. Okay, Aya, you want something chillable. Let me give you something good. And now she writes fake news article. Yep, I was serious. Alright, great. We were just put in the newspaper. Amazing. You know, those fake news reporters, they're really useful sometimes. I hear they hire for anybody. Ah, who am I kidding? All news is fake. That's why I primarily watch Indian news networks. A bunch of bullshit nowadays, you know? You had 2 chicken breasts? How dare you? You know we don't serve chicken. Who's ordering this? Yeah, she can afford it. Alright. Ugh. You know, I don't even watch the news nowadays. It's so bullshit. If I'm watching the news, I'm watching some Indian news network. They're the only ones that actually fucking report on anything important. That's where it's at right there. That is where it's at. Okay, I'm assuming you want this. Send a chillable drink. We're running out of Godfathers. I'm assuming you all have noticed that. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. There she goes. Okay. I'm assuming you all have noticed that, but we have been, we have been, in some problems recently. Buy alcohol. There we go, and then Aya. Buy alcohol. Here you go, Aya. I'd love to watch Aya get drunk. That'd be fucking hilarious. And then Chirno, you want some pudding. Yeah, we're not such a little bird now. We're a big bird. Yeah. They call me Big Puff. Yeah, Big Puff. That's what they call me. Yep. Big Puff. They call me Big Puff. That's what I'm gonna go with. No one can fucking stop me. You don't even fucking worry about it. Alright? Don't even... What the fuck? Oh. Because of her hat, I thought Patchouli was, Flandre for a second. I kind of freaked out like, oh shit, get down! It's fucking Flandre. It's fucking Flandre, bro. Okay, okay. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, bitter. We only got one drink that's bitter. And then Patchouli. Patchouli. Patchouli knowledge. We got some kind of liqueur. We do. Oh, God. Alright, fine. We'll show you the princess of the Inchlings. There is a girl, her name is Sukuna. She is only 1 inch tall. But she uses a magical hammer to grow herself to 2 feet tall. Patchouli, how do you like this book? with a cocktail. Is it a cocktail? It is somehow. Her name is Sukuna, but people just call her Shimmy. Because her last name is Shimaimuru. No alcohol. No alcohol. Moon rocket. I got these from the moon. We're getting freaking high! Damn, I wish I could get high off of ice cream. I'd be high a lot. Liqueur. Liqueur. There we go. God damn, these fairies can eat a lot. I tell you what, though, you two, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. That's a good question. She could bathe in that beer. She's that short. She's tiny. These fucking fairies done yet? They've had like 7 servings of ice cream. We're getting freaking high. Those 3 fairies. They're called the 3 fairies of light. And they are about as dumb as they come. Oh my god, they want more. How? How much money do you fucking have? Where did you get all this money? Did you steal it? Don't fucking steal shit. I only have to assume they stole it. Because they're fairies. What are they gonna do? Work a job? Cocktail. She wants a cultural heritage dish. I'll show you Shimmy. I'll show you guys Shimmy again. Shimmy is a fan favorite character. Everybody loves Shimmy. Bam. There we go. 14,000. I mean, I don't think we made a profit, but it was good. Oh, no, we did. We did make a bit of a profit. Not too high, though. It's only 3,000. Maybe. I bet the yokai on Yokai Mountain wouldn't mind that at all. Not gonna lie. Not at all. Maybe that's our special order, if you get my drift. Miss Mei Ling, what are you thinking about? Ahayo! Miss Lorelei. That's Mystia's last name. Mystia Lorelei is her full name. You are here. It's pretty rare seeing Miss Mei Ling in a daze. I'm actually not dazing off. I just happened to remember something. Miss Mei Ling is always energetic, except when sleeping, of course. I haven't seen you lost in thought before. I sound like an idiot with the way you put it. I always thought everyone else was like a little kid compared to thousands of years of history. Alright, so maybe I should actually say this now. Mei Ling here? Revive? Draco? Mei Ling here is 5,000 years old. Yep. Mei Ling is 5,000 years old. That's why a lot of people think she's actually a dragon. So, she actually credits her age for the reason her boobs are so big. I don't know about that. But alright. Compared to thousands of years of history, I don't mean that. I wanted to say that you have a straightforward personality, Miss Mei Ling. Then, what did you remember? You still have a long face. Do I? I was just remembering my homeland. Yes, China. The people used to call her China because no one could read her name in Japanese because of how fucking complicated it is. You would think Hong Mei Ling isn't complicated, but you could also read it as Koronai Mizusu. So no one knew what her fucking name was, so everyone just called her China for a while. Miss Mei Ling's homeland? My homeland is on the other side of the sea. Yes, the Sea of Japan. Sea? But Gensokyo doesn't have a sea. Right. Kinsokyo doesn't have a sea. I'm not sure I fully understand. Anyways, Miss Mei Ling is just homesick, right? Maybe. Then may I ask you a little more? What does Miss Mei Ling's homeland look like? It looks like my homeland is covered in a vast area of land. Yes, I would assume. It has unbelievably rich history and accomplished great things in many aspects. Right, that half-phantom girl previously asked me about a famous sword crafted in my homeland. The blacksmith of that sword was also a legendary blade master. Huh? And that puppeteer from the forest as well. Oh shit, do we even see Alice in this game? She became very interested. I see. When she learned there were thousands of soldier puppets buried underground. Is she talking about the fucking... I don't blame him, Draco. I really don't. I really don't. That sounds very interesting. Your homeland has accomplished so many great things. It must have a ton of delicious food, right? Well, currently, no. Of course, the quiz... Man, I hope she never sees actual China again. Boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Never go home, Mei Ling. Never go home. Of course, the cuisine from my homeland is welcome everywhere. Can you elaborate? Great, then I'll tell you about the buns that I enjoyed ever since I was a kid. You were a child at one point? Do you have something a little more impressive? I don't underestimate those buns. While they might be small, they're full of endless possibilities. Goddamn, they're just fucking like shark fin buns or some shit. I'm telling you, nobody in my homeland would ever say no to a free fried bun. Fried bun? Fried buns are known for their thick crust and rich filling. No, luckily enough, I did have some chili mac before stream, so I'm fine. Oh my. It is nice, though. What did the games say about Mei Ling? She has nice toned legs. Nice, strong, toned legs. Some shit like that. It was something one of the goblins said. It's fucking ridiculous. But I do agree. Of course, Mei Ling is a little bit off sometimes. Pop quiz, speaking of Mei Ling. Who do you think Mei Ling gets shipped with the most in canon? Take a wild guess, because it's one of the biggest romance ships in Touhou. It's actually one of the most popular ever. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. The main tags are height difference, aggression, romance, and I think age play is also put in there. Yeah, the chief maid, yep. Mei Ling is often shipped with the chief maid, and a lot of people make really depressing comics of how Sakuya will one day die of old age, and Mei Ling will be left alone to mourn her. There's a lot of people put like age play and like depression in there. So yeah. What they don't know is Sakuya will live a long time herself, but Mei Ling will outlive her by thousands of years. Actually, funnily enough, in one of the comics, Mei Ling looks at Sakuya and specifically says to her in one of the mangas that if she ends up reincarnating, Mei Ling will track her down, find her, and drag her back to the mansion. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever heard? I will she says, I would definitely find you and I will drag you back to this mansion. Is that not the most insane thing you have ever heard? She's like, you're not getting away, bitch. Once a maid, always a maid. Anyways, a hot, steaming hot soup and meat inside, with leeks and sesame spread gently on top. It's just like, it's such like a romantic gesture that, keep in mind, Mei Ling didn't even mean as a romantic gesture. It's golden crispy and has, what the fuck? This sounds like more like a pepperoni roll. Gulps. You'll have juice and meat all over your face with each bite. God, I fucking hate messy foods. I hate them so much. It has crushed outside and succulent inside. Eating those fried buns in winter can help displace the cold temperature. Aren't you a literal fucking dragon? Yeah, I know it's a dumpling, but the way she's describing it sounds closer to a pepperoni roll. It does sound inviting, making it shouldn't be that difficult either. I feel like I can. Be careful, Miss Lorelei. You'll have to fill the hot soup inside and seal it for frying. What? You can't get a perfectly sealed bun without some practice. So back at my homeland, we have things, we have sayings about fried buns. Crust be thin, but never not broken. 20 perfect, what? What? But never not broken? Golden? Who's fucking grilling their buns till they're golden? Also, why are you grilling a bun? Don't you fry them? Meat and soup will let mouth be filled. Bottom burnt, then it's already failed. Damn! I mean, if my mother made fried buns, she would burn the bottom of them. Because she likes burnt food. My mother's favorite food is burnt pizza. Fucking disgusting. That seems pretty tough. However, the more challenging it is, the more I want to try it. That's great. That's the spirit. I feel like there might be a problem with that. Those things are lethal. Ow! I kicked my generator. I think I know the basics. The next time, the next is to figure out the filling and the soup for those fried buns. It's usually meat filling. But for the soup, just use bone soup. Bone soup? In that case, which meat should I use for the filling? Shark or pork, probably. I feel like only something high quality could match such an interesting recipe. High quality. What would that be? Of course, it's... I haven't had bone soup in years, man. People rarely use beef for fried buns. Of course, it's... People rarely use beef for fried buns. Of course, it's... pork. I'm not really sure. What do you mean you're not really sure? How about this? I'll show you the pork and you can tell me if it's good filling. No problem. Take the damn pork. So you all have probably noticed by now, but I'm actually running out of low quality ingredients slowly. This texture, it's pretty good. It might work. Really? Premium pork tastes better than normal pork. It's more succulent and less fatty. So I was wondering if it'll work as a filling for the fried dumpling. That's great. Maybe. Maybe. That's great. You made up your mind? I'll just wait for your fried buns then. What do we have here? They're fucking expensive as shit. Pan-fried buns with a rainbow Damn. Okay. Expensive meat premium legendary Chinese fungus and dreamy. She used fungus bone soup? That's an interesting one. Okay, well, let me go to Patchouli and then we'll go talk to Shimmy. Patchouli. Well, here's the thing. That's the kind of the problem, Draco. The vendors which sell the normal ingredients don't sell enough of them. When I go out to buy peppers, I only get 20 peppers. If I put a recipe on the menu that takes a pepper, I will lose 40 peppers. That's the issue. Now, let's pour our hearts out to Patchouli. Miss Patchouli, what nice weather we are having today. You're always so carefree. What's wrong? You look even more pale than usual. Slight, sleepy girl. I mean, yeah. 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 Oh, God. I saw Miss Patchouli coughing nonstop. Yeah. She does literally have asthma. Non-stop earlier as well. Whoop, I accidentally skipped a thing. That was asthma. Miss Patchouli, you were really in poor health. Is it because you stay home all day without going out to exercise? Those are all genetic. What? You want to hug her? I don't blame you. It feels like she may be very soft. A vitamin A deficiency. You still need to take care of yourself, even if those problems are genetic. I'm also taking care of myself. Does constantly staying in a moldy library count as taking care of yourself? That's because of poor ventilation. There are no windows in my underground library, and it gets dusty easily. I see. Sounds like some ASMR stuff. That's why you shouldn't stay there. No, I'm not myself when I'm not not next to my books. I can never leave them unattended. Wah. You are really stubborn, aren't you? No wonder why Miss Remilia forced you to come out to the garden. She just wants you to get some fresh air and move around. That bears no relevance. Of course it's relevant to you. You're a magician. Isn't it awkward if you have breathing difficulties while chanting? That is fucking hilarious. Especially during battle. You'll place yourself in danger. There is a proverb about it, right? Something like, read 100 books. Take. Huh? She kind of reminds me of my younger cousin from yesterday. A little bit. Take how many steps? Read 100 books. Walking 1,000 miles around the world is better than reading... walking 10,000 miles around the world is better than reading 10,000 scrolls of books. Huh. That's right. Miss Patchouli read so many books, it's time for you to walk this world now. Maybe you're right. How do you know that I haven't already done so? I've gone to places further than you could ever imagine. Miss Patchouli has actually traveled to places far away. I have a creative penpal who lives in the underworld. Who the fuck is she talking about? Who the fuck is she talking about? She's talking about Satori? I think she's talking about Satori. I want to cook for her as well. She probably doesn't eat very much. Except every time she comes to my fucking izakaya, she eats like 20 scoops of ice cream. Which cannot be good for her. I think she's probably talking about Satori. I occasionally go there to meet up and exchange ideas. That said, back then I used a magic circle to teleport there directly. That's not traveling at all! Why bother using my legs when magic can solve the problem? Using your legs is not a problem. And then how about you come to my concert? It might be a while in the future. Your concert? With all that screaming and shrieking? It's rock! Metal rock! Furthermore, it's just one of many genres we can sing. Don't underestimate how diverse our music is. Really? Then I'll reluctantly attend. My music will keep you in your seat until the very end. I can never imagine that some small yokai like you would worry about me, because we are friends. Friends? We are friends, right? Of course we are. I never said that myself, did I? How could you? Of course we are. Or are we? No, of course we are, or are we? Oh, my head fucking hurts. When you first appeared, you were frequently running circles around me. I don't have a good first impression of you. I felt that you were noisy and ignorant, ill-mannered and rude. Well, at least one of those things. Was I really that bad? However, recalling that time I gave you recalling that time gives me nothing but amusement. I'll have a hard time adjusting if you stop bothering me one day. But your final decision is not here, is it? Destination is not here. One day, you are bound to leave this place and further stretch your wings somewhere else. Isn't that right? In that case, I shall bestow upon you an early departing gift. I have witnessed your growth every step of the way, after all. Sensei, thank you. Stop calling me Sensei. I must be deranged saying those things to you. If you don't want it, then hand it back. I'm super sorry, Miss Patchouli. I will treasure this gift till the end. Good luck with your concert. If it's nothing but screaming and shrieking, then I won't stay long. Longer than a second? I see. Whoa. Oh, she gave us fucking pajamas. Oh my god. She gave us pajamas. What the hell? Pajamas. Bestowed by Patchouli knowledge. Once you put it on, you never want to take it off. You can change into it from the closet. Huh. Oh yeah, there's plenty of fairies in Touhou. Sorry, I didn't see that. I was celebrating my my thingy. Yeah, there's plenty of fairies. There's two right over here. There's one right over here. This is a fairy. She's an ice fairy. Chat. Chino, are you here to play? We already read that one. Oh shit, we just leveled her up. Yeah, there are a lot of fairies in Touhou. In fact, fairies are really weird. Okay. Revive, listen up. I'll tell you about the fairies in Touhou. A little bit. I have a... I'm very dyslexic. It's easier for me to read stuff like fucking Spanish and Japanese than English. English is difficult for my brain to work its way around. Ice Fairy game demo on Steam. Oh, yeah! Her little RPG game. Chino, do you like summer or winter more? Of course, winter. I'm an ice fairy after all. Yeah, I'm literally an ice fairy. However, winter is actually really cold, so your ability becomes kind of useless, right? How come? I'm the strongest. I bet that people want to stay near you in summer. They can cool down just by being near you. Really? If people need me more during summer, then maybe summer isn't that bad. No, we didn't level her up. We just got a unique talk. There's another fairy around here. Here she is. This is Dayuse. Her name literally means big fairy. I haven't seen other fairies living by the lake coming out to play for a while now. Fairies are all over Touhou. They're very cute. Here's a demon. She's a demon. She's a little demon. That's her name. Kawakuma. Kawa means little. Kuma, probably no, means demon. She sells us beer, alcohol, and tea. That's another fairy. They're actually all over the place. Fairies revive. Yeah, the Ice Fairy demo. So there's a bunch of fairies in Touhou. You can just pretty much ask me anything about Touhou. I know a lot about it. The series is one of my favorites. It's also fantastic. I love it. Ask me anything. I might be able to give you an explanation. The thing is, we don't know a whole lot, so the lore that we do know, it's pretty easy to remember. Do you like bunny girls? I've got two right here. Unfortunately, they're not allowed to be near Draco. Runosuke. I'm buying all the stuff. How much money do I have? Oh, fucking plenty. I can buy the whole village if I wanted to. Oh my. There we go. Yep, that is correct. I'll tell you what though, Revive, it is nice. This game is nice. There's another game we're going to play. So, before we do Vintage Story, I was thinking about playing a different game. It's called Touhou Shoujo Tale of Beautiful Memories. And I will be playing that game for a very particular reason, and you will understand why when you see the game. Let's just say the game's art style is magical. Very magical. Nice. And it's not just booba, it's tastefulness. Now then, let's go meet the Inchling. Uh-oh, I'm about to get robbed. Okay, this is Seija. She is one of the most evil characters in this entire game. She's also, currently, a JoJo reference, if you couldn't tell. I see. Understood. Continue looking into it. Report any new information directly to me. Yes, boss. We've been discovered! What's been discovered? Nothing! We've no secrets to hide from her. My goal has always been to overturn Gensokyo to... What? Gensokyo to drag those above down to from their high horses. I see. And yet, to think Gensokyo already has a yokai... One just as weak as I am. Huh? that has them under her thumb. What the fuck? Who are you talking about? You, of course. Me? They can simply... I suppose that is true. Abduct the chef, and yet those powerful yokai foolishly continue standing in line, mingling with the weak. Yes, don't you know, Seija? I've become this world's night flower of the underworld queens. Nine times out of 10, you won't even make it to the front, and yet you have to put up with the owner occasionally kicking you out. I don't do that. These are all happening in Mystia's Izakaya, are they not? I felt something's not right here. No need to be humble, you've done well. I was right to choose you as my... adjacent. Yes, Mystia is the strongest. I told you, I'm not going to become your adjacent. No need to rush. The way I see it, your Izakaya still has room to improve, eh? If you are to overturn Gensokyo, dragging them down to our level is not enough. I never wanted to overturn Gensokyo. For example, we can introduce separate dining areas. Ah, yes. Racial subjugation. And reserve a majority of the seats for normal guests. And the high and mighty should eat on the floor. Yes, social subjugation. But that's still not enough. The weak shall have priority and are allowed to cut the line however they wish. Are you stupid? We must show those... So she's suggesting actual literal subjugation. Yes, literal classism. Remember how Revive, Draco, remember how I said she was the most evil character in series? I wasn't lying. Imagine the look on their faces as we drag them into the mud. I'm ecstatic just thinking about it. But in reverse, yeah, it is in reverse. I just run an Izakaya. Overturning Gensokyo does not happen overnight. We shall start with your measly Izakaya. Don't you just make changes to my Izakaya? Don't just make changes to my Izakaya like that. What a bird brain! You still don't understand how great the world will be after my revolution, but I recognize your talent. One day, I will have you join me willingly. So, like I said, one of the most evil characters in canon. And this is Shimmy. She's using that... See that mallet in her hand, Revive? See that mallet? That mallet in her hand is giving her the ability to grow herself to 2 feet tall. But in her sprite... That kills yokai. No, we can't just kill people we don't like. That'd be unprofessional. But you see, in her sprite, she's actually her normal size. So you see that thing on her head? That is a bowl. She is literally wearing a bowl on her head. That's how tiny she is. I'm an inchling that's gonna leave behind a heroic legend. She wants to be a hero. I thought those gangsters already took over the entire castle. There's an inchling here after all. There's been a lot of yokai in this castle lately. Did something happen? Oh, we already read this. Target their families first. We're gonna break your kneecaps. Speaking of, let's go talk to the newest guest, shall we? Because there's one other... This is the Bamboo Forest of the Lost. This is where the bunny girls live. Here she is. This is our newest guest. Ah, Miss Kaguro. Her name is Kaguro. Isn't she just adorable? Look at how cute she is. Look at that smile. Who could say no? Ah, I'll wait in your house. You really comes... So, what do you think? Doesn't pale in comparison to the Inchling's castle, huh? To be honest, they're both pretty similar. Oh, what? How so? So Nanoka? Well, you start to get dizzy if you spend too much time in them. The castle is due to how it's been arranged. The bamboo forest is likely due to rapid growth of bamboo. But it's not a bad thing. Bamboo that regrows quickly can be used for many things. Yes, like food. Like houses or furniture. And tools, too. Check this out. I had some time to kill, so I fashioned a fishing rod of bamboo. Huh? Kagero becomes a full-on furry under the full moon, by the way. I probably should have told you that I revive. You're really good at this. Not really. This was mainly for practice. It's very crude. And a complete failure. No, it's not. It looks rather nice. If you don't want it anymore, can I keep it? If you like it, I can make a new one for you. There's no need. I think this is pretty great fishing rod. Alright then, if you're really fine with it, you can go ahead and have that fishing rod. Thank you. I'll make good use out of it, I promise. Please tell me there's a fishing minigame. Please tell me there's a fishing minigame. Please. I think it's a fucking decoration. Please tell me it's a fishing minigame. Please. An ordinary fishing rod capable of basic fishing tasks. As you'd expected, it's not very effective. Fishing spots will now appear in various places once activated in the basement display cabinet. Oh, there's a fishing mini game. Fuck yeah. Oh, what's up, Draco? There's a fishing mini game. There's a fishing mini game. There's a fishing mini game. Fuck yeah, bitches. Okay, it's activated. It's activated. It's activated. No. Okay, maybe, how do I do this? Maybe there's like a specific area I have to stand. Haha! Haha! Oh, we're fishing! Jay! Fuck yeah, bitches! That was the best fishing minigame I have ever seen in my entire life. It's free trout, literally free. I don't know. I only got the pole. I guess I have it myself. Wow. This is, not gonna lie, guys, this is fucking amazing. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy. I don't give a fuck that it's the most useless thing in game. I'm happy. One very generous wolf girl with a really big heart. That's all I have to say. Oh shit, we can do it here too! Beside the Suica! Hey Genji, what's up? It's not a fish, Mystia, it's seaweed. Whoop! It's trash. Come on, give me the good stuff. It's seaweed. Give me some beverages, Suica. Damn it. Oh no, she gave us an expensive. We already talked to Aku, so I think it's time for us to open. So, Chirno and Mei Ling. What does Mei Ling's buns take? And then me. Where are they? There they are. Frying pan. Okay. Takes a frying pan. Yeah, rare pork and mushrooms as well. Rare pork with mushrooms. Oh, I love me some mushrooms, though. I can tear up some mushrooms. I wish I had, like, a supplier for... I would pay 5,000 yen for just, like, 100 of every single normal ingredient. I would totally do that. But unfortunately, there's no one who really supplies too many normal ingredients. Bum 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Steak. This music could put you to sleep, bro. Be careful listening to it. Get the boys on it. Alright, I think... See you later, Review. It's been... Revive. It's been nice talking to you, man. I do enjoy our time together. Oh my. Okay. Draco. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Patchouli knowledge. Whoa, look at race and go. Patchouli. Just in case she wants another. Nope, okay, good. Non-alcoholic drink. Marissa, I know what you need in your life, girl. You need some truffle. Damn it. I knew I shouldn't have given them a discount on their food. Low alcohol. Damn, that's a rare one from Marissa. I know I shouldn't have given them a discount for their alcohol. Oh well. So be it. Beef. No alcohol. grab some ice cream. Perfect. We're getting freaking high. Hey Draco, you want some ice cream with your ice cream? That makes sense, yeah. You want some ice cream with your ice cream, Draco? Oh my god. Imagine you go to an izakaya, you order something home cooking and something sweet to drink, and she brings you 3 balls of ice cream on a leaf in like a little leaf bowl, and then brings you 2 more scoops of ice cream to drink. I'm literally just giving these fairies ice cream, and they love it too. Watch, they love that stuff. Okay. You want some ice cream with your ice cream? Bitter. Low alcohol. Marissa not looking to get turned up today, I see. Surprising, Marissa's usually the life of the fucking party. She's usually the one getting turned up the most. I see. There we go. Oh, our Oni girl is here. What is she? She likes this stuff like this. Oh my god. You want some ice cream with your ice cream? It's like going to a pizza place and ordering the fucking icing. Can I get some icing with my pizza? Fruity, huh? This is fruity, right? Yes, it does. You want some ice cream with your ice cream? Chillable. Chillable. That's alright. I can make 5,000 in a night. Easy. We probably just find out who did it all. Maybe find out the systemic issues that caused this all in the first place. And plug them full of lead. First of all, where did you get that much money? Second of all, better. Then we'll go to mailing. Mailing, yeah. Pork and mushrooms, okay. That's meat, premium, legendary, Chinese, fungus, dreamy, frying pan, expensive, and pop. I see. What else is mailing like? Filling. Now, are these? I believe these are already filling. Well, they're not. Add a pumpkin to it, and there we go. So Draco, I said I would do this yesterday, and I'm doing it now. Eatable. Okay, I said that. Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I will be right back. There we go. Sorry about that. My mother brought home dinner, but I can't eat anything right now. I'm super full. Alright, let's give her... those dumplings are actually really easy to make. Okay, and then... Wolf Girl wants ice cream and tuna. Chirno wants the pudding. Oni Girl wants the Aya special. Mailing wants a heatable drink. Chillable, high alcohol, sweet. So, heatable, high alcohol, chillable. Which one would be chillable? Chillable, sweet. Okay, heatable. That's a chillable. High alcohol. Sweet. A whack bang boom across the board just like that. Look at that. That is the perfect streak. Mailing is now doing flips and tricks. The person who did it was blonde with white skin. Ah. Oh well. Fruity. There you go. Goddamn. We're making some real money tonight. Trying to make the dumplings, damn. $82 million in gold. I have an idea. Write it off on our taxes. Easy as that. If we have to worry about piracy, just write it off on our taxes. There you go. Hey, give me 1 second. What is this? Why is everybody ordering the chips? Yellow ball. Everybody's ordering the fucking chips. Bam, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Wecka bang, boom, bam, kapow, bam. You know what, Draco? How about I tell you that story I told you I was going to tell you yesterday, huh? Yeah, I'm fully aware of the situation. There we go. Oh, a lot of money tonight. We might have made a profit. Maybe. We did. Actually, how about I tell you a different story? First of all, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Chirno is nearly at level 5. We gotta kind of just gotta focus on meleeing. After we do that, it'll be these three. And then we do the final boss. That's a good question. I've got a couple ideas. Magic, probably. It happens. Okay, Draco. I think you'll really like this. I had a session of D&D the other night, right? As you know, I DM quite a bit. And I think you'll like this because it was of a sci-fi campaign taking place in the distant future where robots have taken over the surface and forced humanity to live in a bunker underground. Pretty basic concept, right? I actually had a player recently lose an arm in campaign, and he went on an entire, like, quest to get a new robotic arm that actually fit with his build. So there you go. It was pretty long. He had to kill one of the weaker major bosses. He didn't end up killing it, it ended up running away. But basically, the story goes that to the north, these robots have been constructing massive factories on a peninsula far to the north of this bunker. Now, the bunker basically has like an area around it that the robots cannot enter, and no one knows why. But they just cannot pass this line. So humans basically live in and around this bunker. And that's it. That's the only places they can really live. Just going around buying everything. There we go. Let me stretch real quick. Oh my. Oh, sorry. So, inside of this bunker is so big, it can fit millions of people, right? This bunker can fit millions upon millions of people. Inside of this bunker, there's an entire society. There's like multiple factions that have taken up different parts of the bunker. Because the bunker used to be owned by one government, but then the government collapsed. So now there's like multiple factions that have taken over the bunker. One of these factions is a bunch of slavers, a bunch of cybernetic slavers that enslave people and turn them into cyborgs to do their bidding, right? They're known as the Gearheads, which are very close friends with the Flesh Bandits, which are a bandit group that also does this outside. So the players have been primarily fighting this group of slavers, right? Miss Mei-Ling, I'm here to ask about the rainbow pan fried pork buns. They have ingredients... They have an interesting exterior, but their interior is very interesting as well. Miss Mei-Ling, how do you like them? They tasted wonderful. Their flavors within the flavors. Onions have layers. Mei-Lings have layers. The only problem was the price tag. It's because of the ingredients cost. I understand. I'll work hard to save up more money in the future. What's that symbol on your hat? It means dragon. Ah, I see. Why do you have dragon on your hat? When you're talking about dragons, doesn't the dragon god of Gensokyo come to mind? However, aren't there Western dragons out there as well? The Eastern dragons look drastically different from the Western counterparts, and they have different legends. So what about it? Don't you think dragons show the between East and West, I suppose? And as Eastern yokai gradually guarding a Western mansion, the dragon symbol symbolizes what I'm doing. I see. I see. Miss Mei-Ling is similar to Miss Mei-Ling. Oh, I see. But basically, they've been fighting this slave group for a while now. And they've been slowly whittling down their numbers. Attacking their bases, stealing their stuff, hiring mercenaries to help them. This has been the goal of the group this entire time. Just kill, kill, kill these slavers, right? It's what they've done the whole damn time. I'm training my secret technique. Look, I can freeze falling flowers petals. This is evidence that I'm more powerful. Wow, those frozen petals are really sharp. They can be used as weapons. Mwahahaha, I am truly invincible. This is really disturbing. But I have to admit, it's beautiful. However, they attacked one of the major strongholds of the slavers, right? It is this massive concrete fortress with these huge towers around it. These towers, when the government fell apart, these slavers got a hold of some scrap tanks, I guess you could say. Whoop. There we go. One trout. So they scrapped the tanks and put the tanks' main guns on top of these towers. And it was guarding this little stronghold. This is one of their primary strongholds, right? Our players decided, okay, well, we have some freed slaves here. We will... And we have some of their captured vehicles. We will take their vehicle and disguise ourselves as slaves and one of us as one of them and drive into this compound. While one of the players, who is infamous for doing this, hid in the glove box because he is so small. They like carved out a piece of the glove box for him and hid inside the glove box. It's trash, better throw it away. Just like a copy of the Boom Boom Maru. It's a pufferfish. Nice. How do you do that? How do you do... It's difficult. He's really small, though, right? His character is 5 feet tall. His character is 5 feet tall, and they carved out, because there's a big piece of, like, plastic in between the glove box and the engine, right? So they carved out that little piece of plastic, so there's only, like, about like an inch of plastic protecting him from the engine. They carved that area out. People did that to, well, smuggle drugs usually. That's how they usually smuggled a lot of drugs. Well, it's like an armored vehicle, so it's pretty big. I know this is possible because I've had experience in this field. Not the whole smuggling drugs things, but whatever. So, basically, he crawled into this glove box using his squeeze action. He passed his athletics. He passed his athletics check, right? So he got in. He went all the way in there, stayed in the little cubbyhole they made for him in the glove box. Unfortunately, he couldn't take his weapons with him because all of his weapons were really big. The only weapon he could take with him was a pistol. So, he goes in there, and they leave him in the glove box to cause some chaos inside the facility before he gets out. So they start a fire in the garage where their car is suspended in the air. And they start this fight. They clear out the facility while the cannons on the outside are dealing with their friends, shooting them with mortars. There's a girl in their group named Boom, and Boom is a pyromaniac who loves explosions. So she starts mortaring the massive tank turrets on the outside, while the rest of them kill everybody inside. Alright, time to start the Izakaya. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And here we go. So. Put that on there. Put this on here. Put this on here. Beef Wellington. Put this on here. Some of some of this and some of that. Some of this. Get rid of that. What's this on here? There we go. So that's kind of what they did. So eventually they get through this, and they end up, the tank turrets find out what's happening, right? And the girl on the outside, Boom, is like, hey, this tank turret keeps aiming at me before I can shoot it with my recoilless rifle to destroy it. I need you guys to distract it for just a little bit. And they're like, alright, it'll be dangerous, but okay. So our little 5-foot-tall man is like, alright, I'll distract it. He shoots it with a sniper rifle. The tank turret turns, and as soon as it does, Boom rolls a natural 2 on her attack roll to hit the tank turret. And doesn't destroy it before it's able to fire. A horrible miss. And then the tank turret fires. And then it crits. Natural 20 on the one person it can fire at. This 5-foot-tall man who shot a sniper rifle. Fucking criticals. He uses an ability where once per day he can roll a 1d4. And if he successfully gets a 4 on that d4, he can survive 1 instance of damage. That's a class ability, right? However, that's not the problem. The problem is it crit him, and this thing automatically does 2 critical effects to all humanoids. Instantly. So I start rolling out the critical effects. How you roll out critical effects is you roll a 1d6 for location and a 1d10 for severity. Higher is better. So, first critical effect, I get a 3, which is his left arm, and a 6. So his left arm is fractured. His shoulder is fractured. I get a 2 on the next one, and an 8, which means his ribs are broken. And then I get a 4 on the next one, which is his right arm, and then a 10, which means his right arm is blown clean off his body. Instantly. So basically, he is totally fucked. Not only do I fucking completely destroy him, he is fucking completely destroyed. in the most insane and utter way. Salmon, premium tuna, ice cube, trout, tuna. He fucking goes down hard. He starts taking massive amounts of bleeding damage, and keep in mind he's at 1 health. So he eats shit, and his comrades are like, oh fuck, we have to help him. So they rush out there. Boom finally hits her shot with the recoilless rifle. Thank God. Eatable. Chillable, we need this. This is heatable. She destroys the tower. Then it all falls silent. He uses an ability he got from his backstory to survive gain specifically immunity to 1 instance of lethal damage for, well, any form of damage for 6 seconds. He usually uses it on lethal damage so he can survive a devastating hit. He has to use this on the bleeding damage that would have killed him. Chillable alcohol. He had to use this on the bleeding damage that would have killed him. So he is mega fucked up. He's lost an arm. There we go. 3 in a row. Bam, boom, bam. Now Aya shall express herself. Oh, Aya, you piece of shit. There we go. So then, his comrades, 2 of his comrades and the other player are like, oh fuck, he got mega fucked up. We need to go. So they end up killing off everyone else here. End up killing everybody else off here, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta help him. So they quickly run off with him in the back, another fucked up ally, who also got hit by the tank shell, but she is the tank character who could actually take one of the shells, but she still got 3 of her limbs broken. So another fucked up ally. Basically everybody's super fucked up. Everyone's dying. Pudding, liquor, sweet, high alcohol, liquor, and sweet. High alcohol, liquor, sweet. There we go. Fruity. And they bring him to what is essentially the farming district of this bunker. Have him patched up. He's missing his fucking arm, and he's like, listen, I need a really good cybernetic arm. But we are so poor, we don't have anything for it. Because no one's paying them to kill the slavers. They're just taking all the slavers' shit, selling it, getting money out of it. So they're like, oh, fuck. We don't have enough money to buy you a good cybernetic arm. So he starts looking through really expensive catalogs. He's like, what do we got here? What's a good cybernetic arm? We need to find a really good one. He doesn't have the tool proficiencies to do that. One of the players does, but he's not even part of the group at the time, so they don't even have the tool proficiencies to do that. They don't have robotics kit. So they need an NPC to do it for them. The player who does have it isn't even in this group. He's having his own adventure on the side. There we go. Mailing. One of the players took the Wanderer class. Yeah, he's not the one being shot by tanks, right? He took the Wanderer class and took the Robotics specialty, which is a subclass of the Wanderer's class. So he got the Robotics kit from his backstory. Not his backstory, but his class, his subclass. And he's the only one that took it, because everyone else either took Soldier in some degree of Soldier, or took Outsider in some degree and something in Outsider. The closest they have to a robotics kit is one of the NPCs has hacking tools. So basically they're fucked, right? They have to go and get something really expensive. He ends up calculating it out because he wants the because he really relies on his mental points, which are called psyche. When you have... He's basically screwed, right? When you have a cybernetic limb, it increases your maximum physical stats by 1, but decreases your maximum mental stats by 1. And it also increases your maximum HP, because HP has an absolute maximum in this. It can only go up to so much. It increases your maximum HP by 25%. Your HP maximum is normally your Constitution modifier times 10. So a normal human can have 50 hit points at max, which is a lot in this campaign. Not too much, but it's a good amount, right? He does, because he relies on his mental stats to do some of his stuff, he wants a cybernetic arm that won't do that, which is one of the more expensive ones. That 30 must be nice. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, you can have 6 cybernetic limbs in total. So, because you can have torso, head, both legs, both arms. And then you're something called a full synthetic. If you're fully synthetic like that, you got some good stuff. They usually the fully synthetic people are like the most powerful. They have the most strength, but they also have the lowest mental stats, so they're unable to use their psyche abilities, because your maximum psyche is like your intelligence modifier times 10. Well, if you have six fucking cybernetics, your maximum intelligence modifier is 0, because it doesn't go into the negatives, it only reduces it down to 0. So you have 1 psyche, because you can only have a base of 1. So you have 1 psyche to use it. So he's like, well, I use my psyche a lot, so I need an arm. I need an arm for this. So he's shopping around for a while. He continues killing the slavers, but it's difficult, right? It's really difficult for him to get anything done because he's just missing a fucking arm, so he can't use any weapons that are two-handed. Obviously, he uses those a lot because he's using fucking grenade launchers and shit, right? Chillable. Soda. go. And he's like, well, I need an arm. So they get pretty lucky. Their reputation gets them in contact with a squad of people that live in the robot's territory that is like a medical squad that drags broken cyborgs to safety when they get in trouble fighting the robots, right? His reputation, the reputation of the group, gets the attention of this group. They are fighting this massive wolf-like robot that can become invisible. And they are fighting them in an area, the northern island, that is affected by something called chemical white. Chemical white makes the surrounding area freezing cold. So they've basically turned an island to the north, like a little peninsula, not an island, a peninsula to the north, into a huge fucking Arctic wasteland. Okay, Mei-Ling, what should we give you? Dumplings sounds good. Tiny, we can put filling and meat in there. And this wolf has the ability to generate storms around it by increasing the amount of chemical white in the air, which increases the amount of CO3 in the air, which decreases the temperature, which then causes a storm because it increases the moisture in the air. So basically, they're fighting a stealth monster. And they're like, okay, let's do this. And they get in contact with these people, and these people are like, oh, you need an arm? We've got one of those. We have a cybernetic arm, not fitting that exact description, but it's pretty damn close. If you want, in exchange for killing this thing, if you can, we'll come up here and we'll put it on you for free. So long as you kill that damn thing. And obviously they accept because you really don't have any other choice, right? So they grab their 2 armored cars. No anesthetics. Unfortunately, they had to put him under anesthetics, although it would be amazing if they didn't give him any. Who said anything about anesthetics? Unfortunately, I had to put him under anesthetics because the arm needed to be attached to his circulatory system in his brain. Although, I think it would be much more entertaining if they didn't. Cocktail. But that's kind of how things went, right? And then pumpkins. So they started to go up north. Funnily enough, the guy who was missing his arm, he actually kind of meets his love interest at this point. I know that's a crazy pull, but it does actually happen. What does she want? Heatable. What is my cheapest heatable drink? She loves it. So basically, they start going up north into the robots' territory. It's obviously very difficult. They have to pack a lot of food, but even with everything, even with them packing everything, but when they are coming back, they do actually run out of food after this quest ends, which I find pretty funny. They literally pack everything away, and they're still unable to make it all the way back unscathed. So during this quest, they go up north and they meet an NPC who is basically like, she's like, hey, I'm the leader of this group. We've been trying to kill this thing for months. It has killed a lot of us. Help us deal with this. So they agree, but before they even get up there, before they even get to where she is, they run into this thing. They run into the wolf. It starts stalking them. Basically, the storm gets so bad because the wolf is creating like this big snowstorm that the trucks have to follow each other right in front of the other. But this thing is clever. It's a stealth creature. It even has rogue abilities. It has cunning actions. So, what ends up happening is they get in here. They lose sight of the front truck. And this thing, using its sound dampening field, which mutes all noise inside of it, throws the front truck that both of our players aren't even in, off the side of a cliff. High-powered cannon arms, cybernetic legs, hidden blades, power fist, adrenaline systems. Yeah, those are all in the game. Exception of the cannon arm, the only thing that's close to that is the Gatling gun extension for one of the arms. And basically, this truck goes tumbling 100 feet down a cliff. Obviously, our players don't even fucking know about this. There's a storm and they can't even hear it happen. It is completely silent. No, this can't be greasy, okay. So they're like, oh shit. That's pretty bad. Chillable drink. Mailing. So they keep moving forwards, and this thing, using its cloaking ability, makes it look like it is the truck, because it's about the size of that armored vehicle. No, I cannot. I guess I have a feeling I won't be doing that campaign for much longer, unfortunately. I'll talk about that in a second. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. If I continue doing the campaign, if nothing ends up happening, then I will. I will do it. But I don't know if I will be continuing to do that campaign, unfortunately. Bitter. Star, it's kind of cramped in here when there are 3 of us sitting together. You know how you two are. But let me continue. So, basically, they find this out. And remember how I said one of them was a hacker? One of the NPCs was a hacker? This wolf goes down below and maims and destroys the cyborgs down there, because everyone in that truck is a cyborg. So they just fucking destroy these cyborgs. Right? So this wolf just destroys them. And they're like, huh, okay. Well, this hacker manages to survive. She actually passes her death saves with a natural 20 and pretends to be dead. For obvious reasons. She has a wolf that she can't even hear or see, keep in mind. They cannot hear or see this creature. If you have cybernetic eyes, this creature is invisible to you. That's why one of the players, the mechanic, he actually still has a real eye and one cybernetic eye, despite him having the ability to replace both of his eyes, because he has the cybernetics kit, because he doesn't want something like that to happen. So this creature is invisible to this hacker. She passes her save. She's alive. She plays dead. Then she gets on the radio and hacks into one of the players' like mech suits that they have and starts like displaying words on their screen, basically telling them like, hey, we were attacked, come back. And the players, they look at the fucking truck in front of them and they're like, what the fuck? No, the truck is right in front of us. What are they talking about? And they communicate with the truck in front of them, and obviously this big robotic wolf mimics the voices of the people in the front truck. And eventually, one of the players sneaks out of the back truck and goes to where the cliff was for the front truck. And they're like, what's going on? And he finds his friend's fucking mangled bodies, right? But he has a bunch of bags on him, which, so long as you are fully synthetic, he can put your head inside of these bags and prevent you from dying for 24 hours. And that's what he does. They're like a last resort option. So long as your head is not destroyed, which they weren't. He comes back to the back truck, and the front truck is gone. So they're like, oh shit. This thing is literally playing with us. And over the radio, in one of the players' suits, the wolf says something in its actual voice. It says, it's all just a game. And this pisses both players off hard. They're like, oh, we're gonna fucking kill this thing. It's all just a game. It's all just a game. It's all just a game. That's what one of the players kept repeating over and over again. So they get pissed off. They're like, we gotta kill this thing. It just like murked a bunch of our favorite NPCs to drag around with us. We gotta kill this thing before it kills us. So they start digging in and they're like, oh fuck, okay. It would be hilarious. It would be. It really would be. I mean, like, it's a stealth build, right? I wanted to like mess with them. But here's the secret, Draco, because I know none of my players are watching this right now. The secret is, you want to hear the secret? It's a secret. You can't tell anyone, right? Not at all. Not a soul. Never. The secret is, when that wolf tore those cyborgs apart, it corrupted them with a virus that allows the robots to control those cyborgs when they want to. But these cyborgs don't even fucking know about it. So they do not know that they're technically under the charm effect by all robots. And I'm going to keep that in my back pocket for a good moment. There's a reason it didn't destroy their heads. It knew it could kill them if it wanted to destroy them. Unfortunately, it can't do that, sadly. That would be amazing, but it cannot do that. It can only do it through physical touch of a robot, not a cyborg. But having someone on the inside is still useful. Right? And keep in mind, it's only some robots that can actually do it at all. But this thing is one of them that can. So this thing's dangerous. How are you doing, Miss Mailing? Miss Lorelei, I'm pretty good. I'm just kind of bored. Guarding is indeed monotonous. What do you usually do to kill time? Reading manga, practicing kung fu, chatting, napping. Looks like you have various methods to entertain yourself. Because I get so bored. Actually, I learned a new martial arts technique. all of Miss Meiling's martial arts techniques are very fancy. What could your new skill be? Show me. Then I'll show you my empty-handed blade. Interception. What the fuck? So basically I'm keeping that all of their companions are under mind control, and hell, their companions don't even know it. I'm keeping that one in my back pocket for later. But they eventually, this robot attacks them, this wolf attacks them a couple more times, but they never know it, right? Even the hacker. She passed, but she did not pass her con save to resist the corruption. So she's even infected, but she doesn't even know it. It's a con save that you're unaware of. So they don't even know. And this wolf, it ends up trying to attack them 2 more times, but a cyborg who has been living and like stalking this wolf for a very long time, he ends up shooting it at the last second. So there's another cyborg on the surface that has nothing to do with them. She could remake. That's actually something that they have already done in canon. In the campaign, that is something they've already done, but it's a secret. It's basically, there are certain groups of people that have done that already, but no one knows about it. And keep in mind, even the tank of the party doesn't know about this, alright? So these cyborgs don't know about this. And then there's this other cyborg on the surface who's been hunting this wolf. I decided to give them an ally because it made sense that they would have this person helping them. So basically, they end up doing this, and they end up getting attacked by the wolf again, but this mysterious cyborg, he shoots them in the side, right? One of the other cyborgs, he's like, oh shit, that must be from the leader, the queen girl, or maybe one of her underlings. We just were saved. So everybody's real happy. And they end up getting to the place. They end up getting to the, like this little underground bunker where they live, where the queen and everybody live. And the queen's like, okay, listen, I'll help you out, but we're also going to take these people. And the queen ends up giving them a sniper. And this sniper is like, oh yeah, nice to be working with you and everything. Let's work together really well. And they ask the sniper, they're like, hey man, did you shoot that thing before? And the sniper's like, he was like, no, I never shot that thing. I've never even seen it before. So they're all really confused of who shot this thing. Yeah, so they end up preparing for a fight against this thing. And basically they set out a trap. So the queen has a very powerful ability. When she makes... So she has implanted into her palms small electrical generators, right? She's a cyborg herself. She's partially cybernetic. Not a full cyborg, but she's partially cybernetic. Her arms are cybernetic. She has in her hands these little things that allow her to communicate with that sniper. So basically, she can see what the sniper sees. And these little palm things, they let out electromagnetic pulses whenever she touches an object that she wants to shut off. So basically her plan is to get close and touch this fucking wolf robot and turn it the fuck off. Or at least disable any of its abilities. And she's able to communicate with the sniper, and her and the sniper are very good at communicating with each other, so they're going back and forth in this. So they basically set a trap for this wolf and use the player who found the cart as bait. They use him as bait. So the sniper here, he's like, okay, man, I'll keep an eye on you as you're going through. Just, you know, keep calm and lure this thing into this trap. Long story short, the trap ends up kind of working. The thing gets EMP'd and it starts fighting instead of hiding. Wow, 12 eggs. Damn, nice. It starts fighting instead of hiding, right? Doesn't work so well. It gets thrown around really hard. It rolls poorly the entire time. It has two abilities which cause paralysis, because I wanted this thing to actually be dangerous. Once per turn, it can look at you, sending a swarm of microbots to your body that cause paralysis, and it can try and paralyze you with an attack, well, with a bonus action. And then its other thing is, on one attack of its turn, on its main action as an attack, it can choose to use its paralysis abilities, and you have to make a con save against paralysis. Both of them are con saves against paralysis. So this happens. This thing rolls poorly the entire time. I'm talking not above an 11 the entire time, except for one really crucial roll, which almost turned the tide of the fight, or it went up to this person who can EMP it, but it went up to this person who can EMP it, and the players were like, oh no! Okay, we're gonna use one of our spare dice here to give the thing disadvantage, because we don't want it to attack this girl, because she can stop it from using its abilities. And I'm like, okay, it has disadvantage. It rolls the disadvantage, 2 natural 20s. So it criticals this girl, paralyzing her and hitting her hard. It almost won the fight with that roll alone. But unfortunately, it just took too much damage. Even with its 980 hit points, it ended up having to run. And keep in mind, it was ambushed by the other sniper, who they find out is a very, very boyish-looking girl, actually. The one that assaulted it at first. Who, funnily enough, does kind of end up being a broken bot coming back for vengeance. Yeah, he's got some plans for that. But keep in mind, though, he already had an idea, because one of the players had a lightning gun that they shot him with originally, when they first encountered the creature. When they first encountered the thing. They shot it with a lightning gun, and he was like, okay, he went to one of the facilities that builds robots, and he was telling the smaller robots, like, hey, give me lightning installation, because that motherfucker has a gun that shoots lightning, and I'm gonna surprise the shit out of him. Had that player waste his turn just shooting this thing with lightning. Even though it was immune to the damage type. But it has got some ideas for vengeance. It has a brother. This robot has like a brother that was constructed at the same time, who's also like a wolf creature. It's got some ideas for that. But basically this wolf ends up running off. Have it act like it worked. Take a drink. Oh, that's what it did do. But one of the players, as a bonus action, can read immunities and resistances from a character sheet. It's a class ability he has. Funnily enough, it's not actually the one with the lightning gun. So he obviously just told the party like, hey, it's immune to lightning. After the first turn of combat. So, yeah, they end up meeting up with this hunter woman who they didn't even know. And lo and behold, the player who was missing an arm before and this girl actually get along super well. And the other two girls in the party are like, oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Is that your girlfriend right there? That's definitely your girlfriend. Because they can tell, like, they get along really well. And they're like, despite having just met, they act like they've known each other for years. So the hunter ends up disappearing way into, like, the distance. She ends up leaving, going to continue to try and track the thing down. She ends up finding out that it actually ran to China. It jumped into the ocean and ran to China. Because this campaign takes place in the northern section of Japan. So it ran all the way to fucking China. Literally ran to China. Like that song says. So whoever made this minigame is a fucking sadist. Not gonna lie. I love it though, this is amazing. I'm guessing that you unlock better pulls later. But yeah. So that's what ends up happening, right? Huh? The fight just didn't go too well, sadly. There were some really crucial rolls that it just rolled poorly on. Keep in mind, that thing with a melee attack did an average of like 54 damage, so it could kill a normal person instantly, right? Love interest. My players usually don't give a fuck about that kind of shit. Unless they find someone physically attractive and they never act upon it. They usually don't give a single fuck. They care about numbers. That's all they care about. I don't blame them. That's all I ever care about. When it comes to D&D, I love me a complicated system. Yeah, your players. I've heard a lot about your players. You've talked about them a lot in the past. Oh. My fucking head hurts. Give me a second. I need to go get some water. I've been talking way too much. Oh. Oh my. I had to take a drink of water there. That is the funnest thing to do as a DM. I personally make jokes for myself. I've only had one player ever find one of them jokes. Oh. Oh boy. Ugh. Ugh. That makes sense. Gem dragons are rare. I've rarely seen anyone use those. My personal favorite is a brown dragon. I think we can just kind of start. I mean, we can just go collecting resources, though. Because unfortunately, we do need basic resources. A lot of the stuff we're missing is fucking like shit like honey and really easy to grab stuff off of trees. Oh! It is raining very hard outside. Purple dragons are also fun. It is raining very, very hard outside right now. So if I disappear for no reason, you know why. Scarlet Devil. I think this should be the last time we have to open here. Dumplings, fried tempura. The cheap option. Actually, the dumpling was the cheap option. Yeah. Looking for different demons and devil lords. That's another thing I see pretty rarely. Although I feel like people use demons as like a singular threat. I don't feel like people often get involved with like the blood war and like demons and devils. When you're usually fighting a demon in D&D, it's either a horde of them or a single demon. Although to be fair, even the weakest demon like a succubus can be very dangerous in combat against a low-level party. Succubi have like some of the lowest stats in the game. And they're still dangerous. see. Well, that's alright though. Oh, we can do— oh no, Cherno's here. Fuck. I thought I could relax. There we go. Okay, then there's some more, just in case she wants more. Patcherly knowledge. Yes. There we go. Hold on, give me a moment. I need to make a lot more fucking pudding. Liqueur. Is that Aya? No, it's not. It's that girl. How can a fairy like me have that much cash? That's a good question, Cherno. Fairy did. She isn't. Give me a moment. I need to recover. My arm is falling asleep because I don't use it to play this fucking game. I only use my right hand to play the game because my right hand can fit on all keys of the keyboard to play the fucking game, so I just use my right hand. I usually use my left hand to like fucking write down script notes or some shit. Onion. Mei-ling. 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 No alcohol. This is the life, eh, Draco? Mm-hmm. Indeed, which most demons are made from human souls. I feel like I'm forgetting something. How far do we get with Mei-ling? Ah, she's real close. Okay, good. One more night here, so long as we get, you know, somewhat lucky. Eatable. We should be good. High alcohol. There we go. Did I accidentally give her that fucking pudding? I think I did. Oh well. No alcohol. Here's some berry. I know you guys will love it. Oh my. Oh. Demigorgon has actually some interesting lore around it. I used it in a campaign as a villain once. It was something. My alcohol. Bitter. He does. They're dead. That was actually part of the plot. Well, it's one small arc of the entire campaign, but the Demigorgon... I'm not gonna explain it, it's way too long, holy shit. Shadowrun was so long. You know what's fucking sad, Draco? Most people know the Demigorgon from Stranger Things nowadays. And not its much more amazing counterpart. What do you think, Draco? That is sad, yes. One day, I hope I meet a player who knows nothing about D&D lore like that and just has watched Stranger Things. And when I say you see the Demigorgon, he thinks it's like this 10-foot tall monster, and I unveil it to be a building-sized tall, two-headed, gigantic creature. One can only hope. One can only hope. Oh my, give me a moment. Okay. My personal favorite role of the Demigorgon in anything is his role in Out of the Abyss. I love that fucking module. Have you read that module, Draco? That's probably the best D&D module. I love Out of the Abyss. It's so good. It's really good. It's basically like a fucking battle royale of all the demon lords, where a bunch of them start to make moves on the Underdark to try and take it over. It's really good. I won't spoil any major plot points, but it's really good. Japanese dish, high alcohol. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, so that pudding is selling. How much is that pudding? 32 yen, not too bad either. Oops. Bum. Yeah, that's not what a lot of DMs and people do. Most of the time, there's just a demon as a plot point. To be fair, I have done that as well, but most of the time, they don't involve like the whole blood war and everything, but it's such an integral part of what demons are in D&D. I'm surprised nobody else does it. Huh? There we go. All right. We didn't make too much money. Alrighty then. The cults are also fun. It is an amazing piece of writing in general, especially like the bigger players in the Demons and Devils War. My favorite thing, so this was in my all module campaign. This was in something called Primtara. I have a campaign where it is every single, with the exception of some of the dumber ones, like the Rick and Morty module and everything, it's every single module that has happened within the Sword Coast, right? It's all in one campaign, and it's all got this big overarching story. And it's pretty good. People seem to like it a lot. In that campaign, it took me a while to make, actually. It took me about a year of writing to fully make. Ooh, we did not make a profit by 300 yen. That makes sense. We did a full shopping trip today. It took me a while to make, but it took me about a year of writing to actually make the campaign, which is a lot for me, right? It's a hell of a lot for me. Usually I can bang out a campaign in about a month. Depending, of course, on the kind of campaign. But in that campaign, there is an instance of a devil being used outside of the Blood War, but otherwise there's a lot of references to it. Do you remember, have you read Dragon Heist? That's one of the more popular books. It's, I'm assuming you at least know what Dragon Heist is. People love that fucking book. There we go. There we go. 3. Expansion books, I see. Well, basically, in Dragon Heist, the whole premise is trying to find treasure, right? There's a city, it's got a treasure underneath of it, no one knows where it is, but people are... Expansion Plus, okay. People are looking for the treasure. That's the whole point of it. In Primtara, the treasure is actually a pocket dimension inside of a lamp. But to access it, you need to get basically recreate the lamp. There is a lamp, a wreath, powder which goes into the lamp to open the door to the pocket dimension, and a music note piece that you have to play into the lamp through the wreath to open the pocket dimension. And there is a lot of fucking gold in there. Let me put it to you like this. In this world, 100 copper makes a silver, 100 silver makes a gold, 100 gold makes a platinum, right? Thanks to how that works, gold is very valuable and is the most used currency, but rich people deal in platinums, like 3 or 4 platinums, right? We had already done 2 fucking modules in the campaign, and they had saved up all of their money, and the party had 75 gold combined together. They couldn't even get a platinum piece after saving a small town. That's what the economy is like in this world. So, yeah. Things are pretty crazy. I'm gonna start buying these fucking expansions. Japanese premium. Japanese and premium. Do I even have one of those? The economy in this world is very... Yes, I do. One of these. one of these. The economy in this world is not, I tried to make something realistic. How many do I need? Shining needle. Hold on, I have to sneeze. 5. I tried to make a realistic economy because 5e's economy is not very realistic. So I based it off of old, like... Thank you. I based it off of old economies from way back in the day. Players had never seen one, and during this adventure, they heard that there was over 10 platinum pieces of gold inside of this, like, this vault underground. There's hundreds of pieces of gold and silver down there. The truth is, there actually is. Inside of this pocket dimension, there is 11 platinum pieces worth of gold. There's over 1,000 gold pieces and silver pieces down there. In total, if you counted it all up, there would be 15 platinum pieces exactly. There's 1,500 gold pieces down there, broken up into a few platinum pieces, a few hundred gold pieces, and a few hundred more silver pieces. So a lot of fucking money. But it's also said that inside of this vault, there is a treasure chest that can grant you any kind of wish. Any kind of wish it can grant you. And it's correct. The person who made the vault put a partially used ring of 3 wishes. It's got 2 of its wishes already gone off of it. But it is a ring of 3 wishes that has 1 wish left on it. So basically, people want this fucking treasure. It is the thing to get. It's not only that, not only just like the money and the wish, but also the fame for it, right? The fame of getting this treasure and saying you were the one who found the treasure. Specifically, it is called the Dragon's Hoard. Because there's an adult golden dragon guarding it. Actually, it's not adult. There's a young golden dragon guarding it. That's supposed to be the final boss of the thing. If they ever did it. They never got to that dragon. They said, fuck it. Depending on who is there, maybe. If they actually know the value of a fucking golden dragon and its fucking body, then probably. Probably, no doubt. Oh my. Oh damn. Maybe. Actually, kind of, yeah, depending on the section of the campaign you're in at the time. Yeah, the Golden Dragon as a potential ally could do a lot. Unfortunately, I don't think that would happen, considering the Golden Dragon's current situation. There we go. myself up properly here. There we go. Alrighty then. How much money do I have? I need to find a way to spend more of it. Particular specialty, Japanese wonderful. Do I have any Japanese wonderful dish? Premium. Aquatic. Killing. Fuck. I do not have Japanese and wonderful. That's crazy because I feel like I served the Japanese and wonderful tag the most. And that is true. That is true. But basically this golden dragon is bound by a death oath, essentially. Like a paladin, to guard this treasure until the person who put the treasure there or their descendants come and pick it up. But that's never going to happen because the grandchildren of the person who put that treasure there never had any children, so there are no descendants and everyone's dead. So yeah. There we go. But the golden dragon doesn't know that, so he's just waiting. Not eating the treasure as much as he wants to. Okay. Do I even have any tomatoes? As like an ingredient? I don't think I do. I have plums, red beans, plum. Where the fuck do you get tomatoes from? The Garden of the Sun. No. Stop it, Aya. Also, no, Draco, it would not be. I was looking for you. Even if an oath is uncompletable, it shall remain. Magic is stubborn like that. It doesn't cohere to any rules or will. It does what it feels, for it is alive. I heard you opened a shop in that upside-down castle. Why? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you taking pictures of a fairy sniffing flowers? It must be a slow motherfucking day. It must be a slow fucking day. It must be a slow fucking day. Huh. There we go. Why do you do that? Even if that place is open to visitors now, little to no people would actually go there. Hard to say on that one. Oh no, it's Aya though. Aya is here. Doing the Aya things. Oh, what makes you say that? Because a certain Amanajaka... First she tricks the princess of the Inchlings, then then she gathers a bunch of thugs. Always being up to no good, the entire castle has been tainted by her presence. Let's assume some morbidly curious individual does painstakingly fly up there. All they'd encounter are hooligans trying to rob them. On top of that, the castle is destitute due to not being maintained for years. So no one would ever want to visit it a second time. What's wrong? Did you say your newspaper? Don't say your newspaper. That it was once in a lifetime opportunity. Sorry, I have some indigestion. To visit a must-see castle. Went there because I saw that. What? She literally ayaya'd me. Yeah. A newspaper featuring ads isn't anything new, is it? Forget it. The castle's no tourist spot, but it's not as bad as you make it out to be. Oh? The Inchlings aren't very good at taking care of themselves, but they're all very friendly and polite. Their stories are plenty interesting, too. What? With the descendants of Sukuna Bikona being the way she is, it's no wonder she'd get bullied by a bunch of thugs. Those delinquents aren't thugs either. They're all very down-to-earth people. Not only do they not bully the local Inchlings, they even regularly lend them their aid. And the robberies? That's just because Miss Seija told them the revolution requires funds. What the most they do is intimidate people. They never actually hurt anybody before. And the revolution, right? Miss Seija said she wants to lead the weak and overthrow Gensokyo, so they call themselves the Revolutionary Army. Imagine being so reckless you think you can overthrow Gensokyo. Now this can't get any better. Look at that face. Look at that Aya face. Huh? This is one hell of a scoop. Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna pay that castle a visit. Wait, Aya, they'll pluck your wings out and eat you. Have you given up on Miss Yuyuko? Of course not. It's called having a backup plan. I'll tell you, those elderly yokai sure love sticking to their routines. If that tyrant of the garden's not admiring flowers, she's planting flowers. I basically haven't got any new material. Sheesh. Can't people just act more in line with their titles? Isn't Miss Yuyuko's title the Flower Master of 4 Seasons? In that case, I won't give up on a story just because some minor setbacks. I get it. All reporters must have. Perseverance is a quality all reporters must have. Right now, I'm all pumped up. Time to continue collecting material. What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, yeah, she can control the wind, so I guess she was so excited she decided to go out with a tornado. Good luck with that, I guess. Cucumber, Kappa's favorite, all those, no difference. No. Oh. Why are there drinks here? What the fuck? There's just like drinks sitting in the middle of those. Yuyuko, my darling. Even a patch of cherry blossoms has a myriad of colors. Miss Yuyuko? Is something the matter? Mystia from Mystia's Izakaya, I'll be opening a branch. I already read this one. Whoop, there's a thing up here. Nope, there's not. What are those? Oh. Hey, want some poison? Hey, Draco, you want some poison? Oh, Lily, this year is very healthy too. Who are you talking to? What the heck? My whole body feels numb. What have you done to me? Coming into this hill without knowledge of Lily's poison. What an idiot. Respectful smash. This place is way too dangerous. I better get out of here. What a shame. Funny tomatoes. Where the hell am I fishing? In that fucking well. Oh, what? Flowers? Vegetarian, fair enough. Dreamy, photogenic. Okay. I must be high. How many new words have you learned? I've learned a lot. I can read some of the words on my menu now. What? You couldn't even read the words on your menu? I mean, they all have illustrations. So that means you don't write the words on your menu? Kyoko wrote all of that. She often has to copy sutras, and her handwriting is really nice. What did you catch? A tuna. I caught tuna. Sorry, I completely blanked out there because I was trying to understand why the fuck is there tuna in a well. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. What the fuck? Well, whatever. We're about to end stream anyways. Alright, good luck. Ayashi Maimoru. Yeah, this well is clearly fucking magical. Very magical. Alright, I'll see you all later. I have to go now. Thank you all so much for coming, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.